bad days can be really long. They can last for weeks, months, years even. I don't remember the exact moment when my bad day started, but I am sure it was a long time ago. I wanted to get through it on my own. I wasn't even hoping it would be good for my creativity. It wasn't. People always say that tomorrow is another day. It isn't. That's why I see absolutely no point in opening this door and coming back to life again. Or maybe I'm just ill. Day 126. My name's Tom, and I am a complete and utter idiot. I may be tired of living. I may not be willing to participate in this farce of a world, but for the love of destroying a memento, where's the sense in that? Why in the hell did I tear up that picture? I remember the first time we went to Italy for the Biennale. We instantly fell in love with the country. It was amazing. We knew that it wouldn't be our last visit. Back then, painting was still important to me. It actually meant something. Now I can't tell whether my life was pointless from the very start, or whether I stripped it of meaning. Oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself. At any rate, out of respect for Anne, I should piece the picture back together and put it in the frame. Maybe not everything is lost.
Tom, we both know what you're doing is far from normal. You're turning our lives into an endless drama, a horror even. I bet that if I sold our story, I'd be able to build a new house, with an atelier for you, one that would take up an entire floor. Hell, we could even throw in a hot tub, so that you could keep contemplating the meaninglessness of life like a king. Maybe I should do the same. Damn you. I'm perfectly aware that you're not working on your paintings. I also don't really believe that you simply need to spend some time on your own. I mean, some time? Do you take me for a fool? I didn't move in with you to end up sitting in an empty home. Don't you dare act like a rat hiding under the sink. Do you even care about what's going on with me? Whether I'm...
Day 137. What the hell's wrong with me? Where's this all coming from? Everything was good, wasn't it? There's no reason for me to feel like this. I got the promotion I cared so much about, head of the department. I worked so hard to get it. Now I wonder why I even bothered. I feel no joy, no satisfaction. I feel nothing at all. The inspiration to paint had left me even before I buried myself in here. Now all I can force myself to do is to stare at the ceiling. And this silence. Anne isn't home. The neighbors haven't come back from work yet. I feel like all this silence has made me deaf. I'm such an idiot. I forgot I brought a radio. I could have made use of it. There are Day 157. What's the use of having a lamp if all it does is gather dust? It's really bugging me. Anne was supposed to bring me a new bulb. Maybe she didn't have time. Well, everything comes at a price. I don't have to deal with everyday matters, but I have to be dependent on someone instead. Everything irritates me. Who'd have thought classical music would have such an effect on me? I can feel ants marching under my skin and my legs are walking around the room without me. We aren't going anywhere, so just stop it. I can't hold on to a single thought. Day 170. Noiseless Anne. She brought me breakfast in the morning and didn't even wake me up. I woke up late, as I couldn't fall asleep last night. When I finally did, I had a dream that my hands were rotting away and I had to cut them off. No wonder I didn't get much rest.
Tom, I wonder if you've read the thing I asked you to. I suppose you haven't, since you've been avoiding me and everything that's related to me. Except for meals, maybe. I can't even put it into words, how lonely I feel. But I guess Rilke has done it for me.
Day 185. It seems Anne's running out of patience. We had another argument. She had this idea that a doctor should come by and check on me. Honestly, I'm surprised she still has enough strength to take care of me. I wish she'd just leave. Let me disappear here. Let me die.
Dear Tom, according to what we discussed during our last meeting, I am writing this letter instead of calling or visiting you. Please, bear in mind that I'm only doing it because you're famous, and I can understand that you wish to avoid rumors at all cost. As I already mentioned, the state you're in is a cause for much concern. But I think we can start with home therapy. Let me just remind you what we agreed on during our last meeting. Medication is necessary. If you do not wish to cooperate with me on that matter,
Day 191. I suppose I regret fixing that mirror. My reflection looks wretched. The mirror speaks the truth. Day 201. What a great idea it was, Tom, to paint a wolf as a gift for a little girl. Anne said it was all fine, but I saw the disappointment written all over her face. Hopefully, Emily will be pleased with it.
Tom, when I found the clock in the attic, you know, the one from David, it immediately reminded me of that situation. His illness, his funeral, and then I thought of you. It finally got to me how afraid I am. Every single time I press the handle to walk into your room, my hand trembles. The image I might see upon opening the door scares me, but I turn the key and walk in anyway. As I do it, for a brief moment, my imagination feeds me the worst visions.
Day 211. Winding that clock was a mistake. Now all it does is ticking and making me irritated. It doesn't make it easier to fall asleep. One way or another, I'm going to have problems sleeping tonight, as Anne is expecting a visit from her school friend, Monica. Of course, we're going to pretend I'm not here. We're sticking to the official explanation that I'm experiencing some heart problems. So I'm either undergoing some tests or at the clinic. As far as I know, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be on some medical retreat. It's all possible thanks to my old friend. Day 222. My relationship with Anne has its ups and downs, but in general, I'm happy about it. Lately, though, it's been a nightmare. It's probably my fault, but I can't help it that sometimes
Dear Tom, Anne is very worried about the state you're in. I can also add that I'm personally not sure either that the experiment we decided to attempt was a good idea. That is why I'm going to pay you a visit at the end of the week to assess the situation.
Day 234. I forgot to mention that I talked to Frank a couple of days ago. He said he wanted to see me and talk about the good old times. Since I'm not really convinced his intentions are clear, I haven't set a date yet. Recently, the external world seems to have made yet another attempt to reach me.
Tom, I don't know what to think in this situation. I can either feel proud of helping you deal with your problem, or ashamed of how I manage all this. It's but a fraction of what you're going through, yet I'm not sure I can survive it. I'm merely a pack animal, one that allowed someone's heart.
Day 245. There were times when I could cure all the world's ailments with booze. The healing aspects of alcohol lies in its ability to shut the brain down. It is only as an aesthetic phenomenon that existence and the world are eternally justified. That Friedrich Nietzsche remark was dear to me throughout most of my life. Now I see it as an exceptionally bad joke. I find no justification for either the world or the human race. Maybe it's best if I just spare myself this gloomy vision and lie here idly till the moment everything burns out.